Shehu, that is your name. I can't even address you as Shehu Kuti because you are not a legitimate son of Fela. You are just a product of concubine. Yes, Fela never married your mother legally. Your mother was one of those young street girls that threw themselves to Fela. In those days, we know your history. You said that Mazen NwaNkeChinEke went to Kenya because of a girl. You also said that Mazen NwaNkeChinEke will die in prison. Shehu, you have overstepped your boundary. The reason why you go to social media and insult people is because nobody reminds you of your history. Some of us know you. Some of us know your history. Shehu, remove that title from your name. Remove that name, Fela's son, from your name and tell me what you are. Have you ever achieved anything in your whole life? The only thing you achieved in your life as a human being is that title, Fela's son. You call yourself a musician, but you never made any hit. You never made any hit song, but you call yourself a musician. You go about insulting people. The other day, you slapped a humble policeman and you clap for yourself. Every now and then, you are bragging about your father. Fela this, Fela that, Fela take his song to this place, Fela this and Fela. This is a shameless man who walks streets of Lagos naked, wearing only pants, smoking Igbo. Is that the man you are bragging about? A serial womanizer, a drug addict, a madman, a man that got infected with HIV and spread it all over the place. Spreading it, sharing it amongst his wives, his so many wives and concubines, including your own mother. Is that the kind of person you are proud to call your father? Shehu, you have overstepped your boundary. You need to be reminded of who you are. Yes. You see, I laugh when people address your father as a human rights activist, as a freedom fighter, as a legend, as a hero. When I hear these names attached to your father, I laugh because I know that your father is no way near these names. We know the cause of your father's grievance with the federal government. Your father was never a freedom fighter. He was just fighting people that killed his mother. Yes, your father never fought for poor masses. He was only fighting the people that killed his mother. And why was your grandmother killed? Your grandmother participated in the campaign for Nigeria's independence. When Nigeria finally got independent, she was sidelined. She was kicked out. She was not involved in the people that formed government. That was the reason behind her grievance with the Nigerian government. She went ahead and incited her son, Fela, to insult government. That will later result to her death. That was the reason why your mother was fighting Nigerian government. Not because she's an activist. No. Your grandmother was sidelined after the independence. We know these stories. Even your father, your mad father, the crazy man, the drug addict Fela, he had always wanted to be in government. We know these things. Fela wanted to be even Nigerian president. But because he never got such opportunity, he turned against government. We remember Fela tried to register a political party sometime 1985 or 86, thereabout. I think, or even 87. He made so many attempts to register a political party, but he was denied. That was why he's fighting government. Look at your uncle, Nwakanwa kuti. He thought that the military will be in power forever in Nigeria. He forced his son, his first son, he forced him to join the army. The same people that killed his mother. He sent his son to military college because he wanted to be in government. Even your other uncle, Olukoye Ransom Kuti, who was Minister for Health for a long time, we know how he got that position. How can somebody shamelessly, the same government that killed his mother, he went and joined the same government and they become Minister of Health? This shows that your family are only interested to be in government. When they don't get what they want, they turn activist. We know these things. We know these things. Shehu, I can only warn you. Whenever you are saying anything in social media, don't attack Mazen Nandekalo. Don't attack the Igbos. Mind your business. Fight those that fight you. Leave Igbos out of your madness. You see, you think Nigerians are being entertained by you. Nobody is getting entertained by you. We don't see you as a normal human being. We see you as a madman, just like your father. Your shameless father, a man with no shame, no dignity, no integrity. A man that wears pants, walks streets of Lagos naked. Shehu, are you aware that your father died a wretched man? In case you don't know, I will remind you, your father died a wretched man. Look at his car. Look at your father's car. What a shame. A man that made fame upon all his song, upon all his hit songs. Look at the car he was driving. What a shame. And this is a man you are proud to address as your father. Even when he's not even, you are not a legitimate son to him. Every now and then you are bragging. Fella this, fella that. Are you aware that your father couldn't even pay house rent? He was kicked out of his residence in Ikeja. We know these things. We know your history. Shehu, we know your history. Your father died a wretched man after all the fame. He couldn't even pay rent. He was kicked out of his residence at Ikeja. Before Femi went and he built that shrine, Kalakuta, the shrine at Agedembe. We know these things. We know these stories. And we know, because of your fight with Femi Kuti for a very long time, Femi never accepted you as a brother. We know these things. Femi never accepted you as Fela's son until recently, when he decided to let go, because he's a gentleman. But as for you, Shehu Kuti, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. The world don't revolve around smoking Igbo and insulting people. The other day, you slapped a humble policeman. You were lucky. But one day, believe me, you will meet your match.